I just wanted to take a moment to show everybody how to check your feedback in an assignment on one of the Canvas courses, okay? So let me share my screen and get right started. I'm going to use my yoga classes as an example. Okay, so this is true for any of my courses, but we'll just use yoga. When you come to home page, it will show you the modules page for my class. And you want to go over here to grades and note that there's this toggle to see the menu in case it's disappeared. When you hit grades, it's going to take you to your grades page where you can see all of the assignments that you've turned in. If you haven't turned an assignment in by the due date, then it shows up here as missing. You can see this one is listed as missing. The next column over is your score. And that's your grade so far out of 100. And then there's these little icons here on the right. So let's talk about Yoga Week B, for example. When you get a grade that doesn't make sense and you're curious why I graded you a certain way, you can touch any of these things. So the checkbox is the score details. I don't know what that means, honestly. But the other two things I do know what they mean, and they're important. So you can see that there is a comment bubble here, and that will show you any comments that I've listed for you. So for example, if you turn something in and let's say maybe that the file didn't work or I had trouble understanding or something was missing from the assignment, I will write you a note so that you can make it up to me or resubmit or whatever if that's the case. I usually assume that you guys all want to do the right thing. So do check in here and look for a comment from me if a grade doesn't make sense. And then the other thing I want you to notice is this rubric toggle that you can turn on. It looks like a little clipboard. So the rubric will show you, this is for any of the workout assignments for those of you who are taking fitness classes with me. And for the fitness class folks, you turn in an assignment that shows me all 4 of your workouts on Friday, and yet some of you are doing live Zooms with me. And while those live Zooms happen right afterwards, I'd mark your attendance in here. So you might be seeing a really low score for the week's work, but that's probably because, as for this example, I've only graded the live Zooms and not your submission of the full week's work. So for example, if you did live Zoom A and live Zoom B, I might come in here and mark those 2 things and your score would show up with just partial points. But you can see that there's no grade yet for the other 2 assignments in the week. And so that's why a grade might look particularly low, which I know is coming up sometimes for some of you. So hopefully that check grades within Canvas will give you some helpful feedback in case you can't get a hold of me right away and you're wondering what's going on with the grade. I will never just randomly mark something in a super low fashion without giving an explanation. I'll either use the rubric or the comments to give you some feedback because I want you guys all to do well. I hope that's helpful and I'll see you online.